All right, welcome everyone to the Don't Starve Together run through. We're just going to give you kind of like a basic tutorial of how to play and show you more or less, what the ins and outs are. We're going to go ahead and go through with the basic character just to kind of give you an idea of how things work and how they run and how to survive. Surviving the first couple of days is extremely crucial in Don't Starve and can actually set you up for either success or failure. So we're loading up the game now, and we have our, so hey pal, you don't look so good guy. Every game starts out this way. You better find something to eat before night comes. So yes, that's the whole premise of the game, is basically not starving and kind of building yourself a little bit of a settlement. We definitely want to make sure that we get as much material from the starting area that you get dropped off at as possible. It's very point and clicky, this game, and we do want to make sure that we gather, like I said, as much of this opening area material as possible. The worlds spawn and generate very randomly, so you may or may not get the same type of layout twice. Actually, you're definitely not going to get the same type of layout twice. But look at here, we have bush, berry bush, which gives you berries that you can eat. We have grass so far that we've been collecting. We have twigs, seeds, and petals, most of which you can eat. And we actually got kind of lucky here to just get a boomerang off the bat. I'm not very proficient with the boomerang myself, so I try not to use it. But we've got an unfortunate skeleton there who appears to have been a previous player who may not have survived. So yeah, basically we want to get as much stuff as possible and just craft to be able to survive. If you look at the heads-up display over here, you've got your hunger, you've got your health, and you've got your brain, which is your sanity. When spooky stuff starts to happen, your sanity definitely goes down, and that does impact your ability to survive, because the lower your sanity goes, essentially the crazier you go, and the more monsters and spooky spirits and things like that come out to attack you. And yes, that is directly dependent on your sanity level. We actually did get a pretty lucky spawn with all this food right here. Bunnies and things like that. We will be collecting, or I'm sorry, not collecting. We will be getting traps and things to be able to catch them. Obviously, they run faster than us, so just a straight foot race is not gonna do to be able to gather them for food. I think we've got a fair... Oh, okay, more berries. That's the really enjoyable, pleasurable thing about this game, is there's always so much more to be able to just gather and find, and it really feels like, oh, you go around any corner and there's more stuff. So it's a big play on exploration, and it really feels rewarding and satisfying to explore sometimes. But you do want to be careful. Good, we got some rocks. You do want to be careful not to like miss out on the day and night cycle, because when it gets to be completely nighttime, and if you don't have any source of light, like a campfire or a torch or anything like that, you will be in trouble, because you will basically instantly get killed by anything out there and die. Okay, so I think we've got a good amount of supplies here. We can definitely at least last the night. Over here on the sidebar is the crafting menu that you'll utilize. We do have a torch, or we do have the availability to make a torch, so I want to make that so we don't get caught without any source of light. And if you notice here at the bottom, the food items that you can eat have green boxes surrounding them. So that just means that they have a timer. They're basically on a timer for how soon you have to eat them before they go bad. There's the alert saying, hey, it's going to get dark soon, so you better either find a place to camp up or make sure that you have enough light to get you through the night. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are definitely things that you don't want to eat straight away without prepping them in some kind of pot or cooking them thoroughly, because they will drive you crazy. And then we've got flowers. The flowers may not seem super important right now, but they will be for later. Again, you just want to craft as much as possible. So as you can see, our food has gone down quite a bit here. So we're just going to go ahead and eat up until we are topped off. Great. Now what I want to do, let's see if I can do this before it becomes nighttime, is I want to actually build an axe like I did, and then cut down some trees for some more supplies. Ooh, and we've got... Here we go. If I can build a fire pit right now, it actually would be a bit early. You want to try to find a good location near the beefalo. And the beefalo are like buffalo-like creatures, which are a really good source of protection. Because you can befriend them, you can train them, and their droppings are used as fertilizer for your crops for later in the game when you start building a farm. So let's see if we can get lucky. The beefalo tend to inhabit this type of grassy area that we're in right now, but it looks like there aren't any nearby. So it looks like our first night we are going to go ahead and need to survive just by light of the torch. As you can see, our inventory is full, so I'm just going to want to drop that there. We're just going to plant a couple trees from the pine cones. Oh, we've got a monster chasing us already. Oh, good, he ran away. Okay. As soon as it becomes nighttime, you have a limited amount of time to be able to switch over to your torch. Now, in the first few days of the game, the torch will definitely be enough to get you through. Oh, are we cold already? Oh no, that's not good. The fact that we've got these like ice shards around the sides of the screen means that it's cold and we are essentially freezing. That's not really typical to have at the start of the game, and that's also not good because that'll actually cause us to take damage if we stay cold for too long. So we're really hoping that this night gets over with pretty fast. As you can see, you might be able to see it, but the berries are starting to lose some of their freshness right there. Okay, another grassy area, which is good. We might be able to find some beefalo here. While you might not see... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Yeah. Whew. That was close. So while one torch should be able to last you one full night, it looks like we may have gotten a little bit unlucky, and it looks like that night lasted a little bit longer than normal. For starting out, that is. So setting up camp near beefalo is not immediately beneficial, but definitely becomes a lot more helpful down the road. We've got some bunnies here. Part of the crafting you can do is you can like create little traps and then set them for the bunnies. They don't always trigger them, and it's not instant, but you do want to check in on your traps every now and again. If you ever get lost and you don't know where you may have placed the trap, just checking the map. Just checking the map goes ahead and shows you where your traps are. You have to zoom in, so you can see you got the little trap icon right there. Wow, no beefalo anywhere. There's pigmen, but no beefalo yet. Oh, here we go. Okay, great. So we've got 1, 2, okay, great, we've got a whole family of them. So what I'm going to want to do is actually choose to set up camp right here. And I actually need more stone. So I need to go back to where this stone was. Fortunately, there was a stone right over here. Oop. Oop, no, I needed that. Okay, now I have enough to build a fire pit. Fire pits do not permanently disappear. They actually stay on the map until you destroy them or they are destroyed. This game is a lot about managing your different statistics. So as you can see, my health is a little, or not my health, my hunger is going down. So I just want to make sure that I am topped off. Okay. So next, I'm going to want to build a fire pit. Let's go ahead and choose like right here. It's actually a pretty solid spot because there's lots of fuel that you can pull from. And then immediately what I'm going to want to do is build a few more traps because there's lots of bunnies everywhere. So building these traps will give me ways to catch the bunnies so that you can harvest them for food. So we'll set that. And then as this bunny try, I wonder if I can make him fall into it. Yep. There we go. Great. We'll just drop that tuft right there. Set that trap. And I'm sorry, bunny, but we're going to have to murder you to prove a point. So you can murder them and then cook them and then eat them for food. Mmm, yummy, yummy, yummy. And then you can do the same thing with your vegetables, like your carrots and everything. So just simply finding a good solid location and building a fire pit as soon as possible will definitely extend your chances to survive. I hope you enjoyed this video. Click the link in the description down below for more of my other videos. And as it's getting dark, I'll see you next time.